I sat down with Carrie Gillespie after her shift at the Dickinson College Farm to chat over some farm fresh pizza, homemade iced tea, and talk a little bit about what being an environmentalist really is.
My name is Carrie. I'm a senior biology and philosophy major, and I'm from outside Boston. And I didn't think I was an environmentalist. So when Brooke came up to me in the caf and asked me if I considered myself an environmentalist and if I would be a part of this video project, I originally just thought no, because first of all, I don't study environmental science or studies, so I don't really consider myself like environmentalist because of that. And also, I don't always have the mindset of like making choices because I'm an environmentalist. So for those two reasons, I didn't really consider myself an environmentalist. And so, yeah. But now, I guess some things that I do are definitely, or could be seen as environmentalist. So I guess I associate the word environmentalist with activism in some way. Like I always think if somebody's considering themselves an environmentalist, then they must participate in, like helping change laws to promote certain like environmental protection. But if I'm not involved with that at all, like if I don't do any of that, then am I still an environmentalist? And actually, yes. In some ways, because I'm making conscious choices to be more environmentally friendly, even if like it's not at the policy level. Like even my individual choices have an effect, I guess. So throughout this video project, I've gained insight on what my own definition of environmentalist could be, and how I can consider myself one. Post-Dickinson, I hope to maintain a lot of the habits that I've learned with the Dickinson sustainability mindset in place here, although a lot of them are going to be more difficult. And I think a lot of sustainable practice is based around convenience and accessibility. I think that I take pride in my sustainable practices, so I'll want to keep them in action when I leave Dickinson, and I think that they've become a part of my everyday life, so that like I wouldn't be the same person without them. I feel called to encourage other people to appreciate the earth in the same way that I do, because I don't think it always occurs to people that it's so fulfilling and like kind of life-changing to have a connection to the earth. I've definitely done that for my grandfather, actually, because like we like sit by the lake near my house a lot, and he like never would have gone hiking or camping or like spent any time outside for leisure before our little like chats by the lake. It sounds corny, but like even just small things like that. So kind of sharing my own love for the outdoors with other people is what I feel called to do. As well as caring for the earth through farming too at Dickinson has been like really awesome. I didn't realize I was like felt called to do that until I got to Dickinson, but it's a really good feeling to be able to care for the earth in that like direct way. So the opportunity to appreciate nature is a privilege. So like it's interesting to think about people who aren't afforded that privilege, and that doesn't mean that those people don't care as much about the environment. It's just not at their fingertips. So I've really felt fortunate to have the exposure to nature that I have over the course of my life, and that I'll continue to have. But I don't think that means you have to exclude people from the environmentalist mindset that don't have as easy access to nature, because they too may care just as much about doing what's right for the environment, even if they haven't had that personal connection with nature. It's a really interesting question.
Maybe it's time we stop getting so intimidated by the term environmentalist. maybe a better way to measure our concern with the protection of the environment is in small, everyday ways of being an advocate for our Earth. So, I challenge you. Take a few moments of your day to realize small acts of kindness to the Earth you may or may not already be doing. Maybe you're making a deeper connection with your food and where it comes from. You could be making small lifestyle choices which are kind to the environment. Perhaps you're being a more conscious consumer. Or just taking a moment to appreciate your surroundings a little more than usual. Even engaging in political conversations with your friends about the environment. There are countless ways, both big and small, that you can be an advocate for the Earth.
I've never been followed. Well, thankfully. Here's your chance. Hello. Testing. Hello.
See anything to say to the camera? Love asparagus. Hi, Rowan.
I'm videoing her.
So yeah, Brooke.
So, post Dickinson. Oh, wait, can you start over? I'm not going to say so.
We need more
I actually do love the Earth, I'm realizing now.